Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Chat Flow. I'm Melissa, and I'm very happy you decided to spend some time with us today.
And I'm Mark. Whether you're listening while walking, driving, studying, or relaxing at home, thank you for making us part of your day.
Today, we're talking about a simple word that can completely change your life, even though it doesn't sound very exciting at first.
Yes, our topic today is consistency. It is one of those words that people hear often, but not everyone truly understands.
We'll explore what consistency means, why it matters, and how it can help you improve your English and many other parts of your life.
And don't worry, we'll use clear and natural English for B1 to B2 learners. We want you to enjoy the conversation while learning new vocabulary naturally.
As always, don't try to understand every single word perfectly.
Just relax, listen carefully, and allow your brain to connect ideas little by little.
Before we begin, here is a question for you to think about.
What is one thing you wish you could become better at if you practiced a little every day?
Maybe it's speaking English.
Maybe it's exercising regularly.
Maybe it's reading more books.
Or maybe it's simply becoming more organized in your daily life.
Whatever your answer is, keep it in your mind while you listen.
Because today, you might discover that success is often much simpler than people imagine.
Mark, when people hear the word success, they usually imagine something very big.
That's true. They imagine famous athletes, successful business owners, talented musicians, or people who seem naturally gifted.
And sometimes that makes ordinary people feel discouraged.
Exactly. They think those successful people were born different.
But when you listen to many successful people, they often tell a very different story.
Yes, many of them say that talent helped a little, but consistency helped much more.
That idea surprised me when I first heard it.
Me too. I used to believe that successful people simply had more motivation than everyone else.
But motivation is interesting because it comes and goes.
Some mornings you wake up feeling energetic.
Other mornings, you want to stay in bed for another hour.
Exactly. Motivation is like the weather. Sometimes it's sunny and sometimes it's rainy.
But consistency is different.
Consistency means doing something even when your motivation changes.
It doesn't mean you're excited every day.
It means you continue even on ordinary days.
Let's explain this with a simple example.
Imagine two students learning English.
The first student studies for 6 hours on Saturday.
Then that student studies nothing for the next 6 days.
The second student studies only 25 minutes every day.
After 1 week, who do you think learns more?
Many people might choose the first student because 6 hours sounds impressive.
But in reality, the second student often remembers more because learning happens regularly.
Their brain keeps returning to English every single day.
Small repetition becomes a habit.
Habits are very powerful.
Sometimes we don't even notice them.
For example, most people brush their teeth without thinking very much.
You probably don't wake up each morning asking yourself, should I brush my teeth today?
Hopefully not.
It simply became part of your routine years ago.
Imagine if practicing English became just as normal.
You wouldn't need to wait until you felt inspired.
You would simply do it because it's part of your daily life.
That is one of the biggest advantages of consistency.
Instead of depending on emotions, you depend on your routine. Melissa, have you ever started something with a lot of excitement but stopped after a short time?
Oh, many times. Really?
Yes. A few years ago, I decided I wanted to learn how to draw.
That sounds creative.
During the first week, I watched many videos, bought nice pencils, and even bought a beautiful sketchbook.
Everything started perfectly.
Exactly. I was so excited that I imagined becoming a very good artist.
And what happened after that?
Well, the sketchbook stayed beautiful because I hardly used it.
That's a very honest answer.
After about 10 days, life became busy and I skipped one day.
Then another day.
Then another week.
Then, before long, drawing completely disappeared from your routine.
Yes, and I realized something important.
What did you learn?
My problem wasn't drawing.
Your problem was consistency.
It means understanding that improvement takes time.
Melissa, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Have you ever been surprised by how much progress you made without realizing it?
Yes, actually with English pronunciation.
Really?
Years ago, I listened to recordings of myself speaking English.
And what did you think?
Honestly, I felt a little embarrassed.
I think almost everyone feels that way.
My pronunciation wasn't terrible, but I knew it could be much better.
So, what did you decide to do?
I didn't try to change everything at once.
What was your approach?
Every day, I listened to native speakers for a short time.
Did you repeat after them?
Yes, sometimes only 5 or 10 minutes.
That doesn't sound like a lot.
It isn't, but I repeated that habit almost every day for several months.
When did you notice the difference?
That's the interesting part.
Tell us.
I didn't notice it from one day to the next.
So, how did you realize you had improved?
One day, I listened to an old recording and compared it with a new one.
And?
The difference was much bigger than I expected.
That must have felt rewarding.
It really did.
I think that's how consistency usually works.
You don't always see today's improvement.
But when you compare today with 6 months ago, everything becomes much clearer.
That's why keeping a record of your progress can be helpful.
A notebook is a great example.
Or even a simple calendar. Every day you complete your habit, you can put a small check mark.
After a few weeks, those check marks become very satisfying.
They remind you that you're someone who keeps showing up.
I like that expression.
Which one?
Showing up.
Yes, it's a useful phrase. Showing up means being present and doing what you planned, even if you don't feel perfect.
Sometimes showing up is already a victory.
Exactly. Melissa, what do you think is the biggest enemy of consistency?
That's a good question. I have my own answer, but I'd like to hear yours first.
I think one of the biggest enemies is expecting quick results.
I completely agree.
We live in a world where everything feels fast.
We order food quickly.
We watch short videos.
We expect instant answers.
So naturally, we also expect instant progress.
But learning doesn't work that way.
Neither does building strength.
Or improving your confidence.
Those things grow gradually.
Like planting a tree.
That's a beautiful comparison.
Imagine planting a small seed today.
If you dig it up tomorrow to check whether it's growing, you'll only damage it.
Exactly.
Instead, you water it regularly.
You give it sunlight.
You remain patient.
Then one day you notice that it has become much taller.
Consistency works in exactly the same way.
You don't need dramatic action every day.
You simply need regular care.
Another challenge many people face is boredom.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes repeating the same habit every day feels boring.
Especially in the beginning.
People often think boredom means they should stop.
But actually, boredom can be a sign that the habit is becoming normal.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Think about driving a car.
At first, everything feels difficult.
You think about every movement,
Every mirror,
every turn.
every turn.
So many actions become automatic,
They're less exciting.
but you're much better at them.
The same thing happens with language learning.
Repeating vocabulary may not always feel exciting.
Reading another English article may seem ordinary.
Listening to another podcast might feel familiar.
But those ordinary moments are building extraordinary results.
That's something worth remembering. I also think it's important to celebrate small wins.
Definitely.
People often wait until they reach a huge goal before feeling proud.
But reaching a big goal usually takes many smaller victories.
Maybe today you understood an English joke.
Maybe you watched a short video without subtitles.
Maybe you spoke English for 2 minutes without translating in your head.
Those moments deserve recognition.
They remind you that your effort is working.
Confidence grows through evidence.
That's a wonderful sentence.
Every small success becomes proof that you're moving in the right direction.
And once you start noticing those small successes, staying consistent becomes much easier.
Because you stop focusing only on how far you still have to go, and you begin appreciating how far you've already come.
I expected excitement to carry me forever.
But excitement is temporary.
Now I try something different whenever I want to build a new habit.
What do you do?
I make the habit almost too easy to fail.
Can you give us an example?
Instead of saying, I'll practice for 2 hours every evening, I tell myself, I'll practice for 15 minutes.
That sounds much less stressful.
Exactly. Most days, I actually continue longer.
But even if you don't, you still completed your goal.
Yes, and that helps me stay consistent.
I really like that idea because many people create impossible plans.
They make schedules that look amazing on paper.
But after 3 or 4 days, they become exhausted.
Then they blame themselves.
When maybe the real problem was that the plan wasn't realistic.
That's an important point.
Consistency isn't about doing everything.
It's about doing enough, often enough.
Another mistake people make is comparing themselves to others.
Oh, yes. Social media makes that very easy.
You open your phone and see someone studying 4 languages.
Another person is running a marathon.
Someone else is starting a business before breakfast.
Sometimes the internet makes everyone look incredibly productive.
But we only see a small part of their life.
We don't see the difficult days.
We don't see the mistakes.
And we definitely don't see the moments when they feel tired or discouraged.
That's why comparing your daily life to someone else's highlights usually isn't fair.
A better comparison is between who you were yesterday and who you are today.
Even a small improvement matters.
Maybe yesterday you learned 3 new words.
Today you remembered all 3.
That may not sound exciting.
But after 1 year, those small improvements become something much bigger.
People often underestimate what small actions can do over a long period.
We expect dramatic changes.
But real growth is usually quiet.
It happens one ordinary day at a time.
And sometimes you don't notice your progress until you suddenly realize that something which once felt difficult now feels natural.
That quiet transformation is one of the greatest rewards of being consistent.
One thing I've noticed is that people often think consistency has to be perfect.
Yes, they imagine that if they miss 1 day, everything is ruined.
But that isn't true at all.
Missing 1 day is normal. Giving up completely is the real problem.
Imagine you are climbing a long staircase.
If you stop on 1 step to rest, you're still on the staircase.
Exactly. You haven't gone back to the bottom.
You're simply taking a short break before you continue.
I think that idea helps remove a lot of unnecessary pressure.
Me too. Many people are much harder on themselves than they would ever be on a friend.
If your friend missed 1 English lesson, would you tell them to quit forever?
Of course not.
You would probably say, it's okay, just continue tomorrow.
Yet when it happens to ourselves, we often become our own worst critic.
That's why learning to be patient with yourself is also part of consistency.
Patience doesn't mean being lazy.
We've talked about habits, patience, and small improvements. Now I'd like to talk about something people often forget.
What's that?
The fact that consistency doesn't only change your skills, it also changes your identity.
That's a powerful idea. Can you explain what you mean?
Of course. Imagine someone who says, I want to become a person who speaks English confidently.
That's a common goal.
Now imagine they practice a little every day for 1 full year.
At the beginning, they see themselves as someone trying to learn English.
But after many months of consistent practice, something changes.
They begin to think differently about themselves.
Exactly. They stop saying, I'm trying.
Instead, they begin saying, I'm an English learner, or even, I speak English.
Their identity slowly changes because of their repeated actions.
That's true for many areas of life.
Someone who exercises regularly starts thinking of themselves as an active person.
Someone who reads every evening begins seeing themselves as a reader.
Small daily actions slowly become part of who you are.
I think that's much stronger than motivation.
I agree.
Motivation helps you begin.
Consistency helps you become.
I like that sentence.
Me too.
Melissa, if one of our listeners wanted to become more consistent starting today, what would you recommend?
I'd keep it very simple.
Let's hear it.
First, choose only one habit.
That's important because many people try to change everything at once.
Second, make that habit small enough that you can complete it even on a busy day.
That's a smart strategy.
Third, choose a regular time.
Why does the time matter?
Because your brain likes routines.
So instead of saying, I'll study sometime today, you could say, I'll study after dinner.
Exactly.
That removes many unnecessary decisions.
Finally, don't focus only on results,
Focus on keeping the habit alive,
even if today isn't perfect.
especially if today isn't perfect.
I think that's one of the biggest lessons we've learned ourselves.
Absolutely.
Life is unpredictable.
Some weeks, everything goes according to plan.
Other weeks become unexpectedly busy.
Sometimes you get sick.
Sometimes work becomes stressful.
Sometimes your family needs your attention.
Those things happen to everyone.
The goal isn't to have a perfect schedule forever.
The goal is to return whenever life interrupts your routine.
Returning is a skill too.
Yes, and perhaps it's one of the most valuable skills we can develop.
I also think we should remember that consistency looks different for different people.
That's true.
Someone with a full-time job and young children will have a different routine from a university student.
Comparing those two situations doesn't make much sense.
The important question isn't, am I doing as much as someone else? It's, am I doing what I realistically can?
That's a much healthier way to think.
And it's much more sustainable.
Sustainability is another useful word.
Yes, sustainable means something you can continue for a long time.
Because a habit that lasts for years is usually more valuable than an intense plan that lasts only 1 week.
Before we finish today's episode, let's review a few useful words.
The first word is consistency.
Consistency means continuing to do something regularly over time.
You could say, consistency helped me improve my English. Our second word is habit.
A habit is something you do regularly without thinking very much.
Another useful word is routine.
A routine is the usual order of activities in your day.
We also use the word patient.
Being patient means accepting that good results often take time.
Another important word is progress.
Progress means moving forward or improving little by little.
We also talked about identity.
Identity is the way you see yourself and who you believe you are.
Finally, we used the word sustainable.
Sustainable means something you can realistically continue for a long period.
Here's a small challenge for you.
Choose just one of those new words and try to make your own sentence today.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
The important thing is using English in a real way.
Before we say goodbye, we'd like you to think about one final question.
What is one small action you can repeat tomorrow?
Not next month.
Not next year.
Tomorrow.
Maybe it's reading one page of an English book.
Maybe it's listening to 10 minutes of an English podcast.
Maybe it's learning 5 new words.
Whatever you choose, make it realistic.
Remember, small actions become powerful when you repeat them.
If you'd like to practice your English, tell us in the comments.
You can write, I'm your name from your country, and my small daily habit is...
We always enjoy reading your messages and learning about your goals and experiences.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us.
We hope this conversation reminds you that meaningful progress doesn't happen in one big moment.
It happens through many small moments that often seem ordinary.
Keep showing up for yourself, even when the progress feels slow.
One consistent step today is more valuable than one perfect day that never comes.
Thank you for listening to English Chat Flow. Take care of yourself, enjoy your learning journey, and keep believing in the power of consistency.
We'll see you again very soon. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep being consistent. Goodbye, everyone.